Hey, whippersnappers, it's Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Hexath'locke Season 4. Running through Pokemon Pearl, and today we just finished up going through the Eterna Forest, and we are about to start continuing towards Eterna City and what might be held there for us. So let us do that. We are on Route 205. This sign will probably tell me quicker than anything else. So Route 205 to Eterna Forest, so we already would have caught something here on Route 205, whatever that might have been, I forget. Maybe Pachirisu? Is that where we caught Pachirisu? I think it is. So nothing to catch here, but we've got a couple of potential trainer battles here. I'll probably skim over these because I think we've got a lot of stuff we need to do today. Let's grab some of these berries here. And we'll continue on. Pick the Oranberry. Beautiful, beautiful. Soft and loamy state. Fantastic. Pick the Oranberry. Those will be useful, especially still at a little bit lower levels here. These will all be at least moderately useful to us, so that'll work out very nicely. Put the Petcha Berry away. Alright, and what is this? This is a Cherry Berry. Perfect. Alrighty. So I did a bit of grinding, as I said. I left you guys when I was still in Eterna Forest with Sherry, and or Cheryl rather. So let's jump in here real quick. Well, I guess we didn't need to come in here to look at the team, but everybody's level 20 now. I think somebody was at level 18 or something. I think well, a couple of people were close to level 18. Some not so close, but I figured, while I had Cheryl, and it's so much easier to grind when she's completely healing you after every battle, I figured we would take advantage of that and get this knocked out. So that looks pretty good. Let's take a quick look, just to refresh my own memory on what kind of Pokemon we've got in the box here. So we've got, let me get into the summary so I can see what routes they were caught on. So we caught Darla in the Orberg Mine, alright, a Thorn on Route 204, Conquer at the Valley Windworks, and Strawberry at the Eterna Forest. Did we not catch something on Route 205? I wonder if Route 205 was banned or something. I don't know. Maybe we must have killed some. Oh, maybe we killed somebody. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and watch the tape. If we need to do a catch on Route 205, we'll do that at some point. But we've got some stuff we can do here in Eterna City, so let's do that. Oh, is that a Pokedex? You must be helping Professor Rowan. What's your name? Okay, hello, Tortimer. I'll be sure to remember that. My name's Cynthia. I'm a trainer just like you. I've been studying Pokemon mythology lately, just out of curiosity. Here in Eterna City is a statue of an ancient Pokemon. According to the myth, it was an extremely powerful Pokemon. Who knows? You may encounter something like it while you're traveling with your Pokedex. Try using this. It should help on your way. I thought she was going to give me a Master Ball or something. Cut and stuff. Cut and stuff and cut and cut and... Alright. Alright, so we can use cut once we get this town's gym badge, which I think we're probably going to be getting in today. There's this statue of Palkia. There's supposed to be a plate or something. Birth of Power, Crater, Parallel, blah, 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 blah. Alright, well, I don't need the Draco plate anyway, because I don't have an Arceus, and I don't really intend to get one. We can continue on this way at some point, but let's jump in today, and see, so we've got that. Let's start with, I guess, if there's other things we can do in this town, we will do them. Let's get our bike real quick. But I think we probably will try and squeeze the gym in today. I think with the extra grinding we did, we should be all set for that. Mandar's gone off the Team Galactus building and hasn't returned. Alright, so we'll probably do that plot stuff next episode. I want to find the... Well, let's do the gym first. That's what we'll do. We'll do the gym first, and then we can do the underground stuff. With the underground maniac guy stuff, so we'll do that. At my gym, no one gets to battle the gym leader, me, until they've beaten all the other trainers. I'll be waiting for you in the back. Good luck. Alright, so Gardenia is a grass-type trainer, and we have Earhart and Zuko, who's going to be helping us out here today. And Goliath can too, actually. He's got Aerial Ace. So actually, let's take a quick look at everybody. Some people learned some new moves. So Earhart stayed the same, Zuko stayed the same. Goliath did end up learning Brick Break, which will be perfect. And actually, that's about it. Buddy learned Headbutt as opposed to Tackle. So, not a lot of changes, only a couple of levels for most people. So, let's head in here, though. We can easily, I think, take on this Grass-type gym. There's some trick to this, isn't there? They're all hiding or something. There, so there should be somebody back here. Or maybe they only show up if you found... Okay, so yeah. I think that's right. So I think we gotta find this chick right here. How do you know where to find me? Let's have a battle. And then I think more trainers pop up throughout the thing. So let's see. Earhart is all ready to go. Mega Attack should handle this for us pretty quickly. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. So this gym should be pretty easy for us. We may have to run back and heal once or twice, especially if like we get poison pointed by Rosalia's or something. I'm not really sure. Let me double check. Okay, next trainer is at the end, past the 2 boulders, I think. Alright, that's great. Let me just double check. Like we got a couple antidotes and stuff, so that should probably be fine. If we do get poison pointed, we'll be able to handle it. Here we go. Here's the next one. My Grass-type Pokemon can dole out some serious special attacks. I won't let you win easily. You'll let me win though, but it just won't be easy. Except for it will be easy because you're a Grass-type trainer, and I have I have Earhart and Zuko. In fact, let's switch. I don't want these guys to be too high leveled here, so I'll dole out this experience a little bit between Zuko and Earhart. I did end up right before I realized that there was a name raider in this town. Now we'll leave Zuko in. Right before I realized there was a name raider in this town, I did end up hacking. Or just tweaking the data in the game so that Zuko is Zuko again as opposed to just Combustion. And no, 3 trees, that's my hint, go for it. So I think I had screwed it up when I originally hacked him in. There's a checkbox in the Pokegen thing where it's like, oh, this is their nickname or whatever, or it tells the game that the nickname's been manually entered so that like when it evolves it wouldn't change the name. And I had forgotten to check that on Zuko and Goliath when I hacked them in, so it was my bad, but I went in and I fixed that, and so we should be good to go from here on out. But yeah, so there is a name reader in this town though, so I could have just as easily done that, but whatever. Not a big deal. Zuko had to spend a little bit of time as a Combustion, but that's okay. Your next opponent is beside 4 flowers. Flowers. There's some flowers here. 4 flowers. Ah. Giggle, you found me! But yeah. If you guys haven't been following this series, because I know a lot of you guys are just here for Hexath'locke, the Little Lock actually, let's see, would have wrapped up last week. So it was actually, you know, it was a bit of an unexpected wrap-up, but you guys may have interest in watching that. I guess a lot of times the first and last episodes of series seem to get a lot of hits, so if you're interested at all in Little Lock or what it entailed, I would encourage you to go back and watch that series. It was a good series on a fun game. But if you guys don't want to watch the full thing, I would at least encourage you to go watch the last episode, where we may or may not have encountered our first Nuzlocke failure. So kind of a landmark in my channel. Not a real good one, but you guys might enjoy going to see it. But yeah, so let's see. We've got Gardenia here. Her Pokemon are up near level 20, so that works out nicely. I've never understood Cherubi. Why I don't get it. It's like the least memorable Pokemon for me. Like every time I see it, like, oh yeah, that thing. I never remember this stupid thing, and its evolved form is even less like iconic. I don't know. It's just dumb. Ooh, Turtwig. Oh, we got the burn. Good, kill it. No. It actually did a lot of damage. Let me throw a potion on Zuko here. Not gonna get us back to full, but enough that Tortoise died of his burn, and I won't have to worry about him. There we go. Perfect. So going to learn Sand Attack. Keep those. We're not level 21. Why would we want to be learning Sand Attack? I don't get that. Okay, Gardenia's with Sin Roserade. Yeah, we'll switch Pokemon. We'll let Earhart do it. think Earhart's probably better equipped to... Ooh, Roserade. Oh, I totally misread that. I was thinking Rosalia. Okay. Ooh, Earhart! This thing was faster. Let me switch into Goliath. Actually shouldn't do much to him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Goliath actually resists it, so that's good. And then one aerial ace should probably clean this up for us. Beautiful. Attaboy Goliath. Earhart grew to level 22. That works. I might have said it before, but you're really tough. Why wasn't hard for you to raise your Pokemon to be so good? I guess that's a measure of how much you love your Pokemon. And I've been doing it for like 16 years. But sure, in recognition of that, I probably grant you this. Tortimer will receive the Force Badge from Gardenia. Fantastic. Alrighty. With the Force Badge, your Pokemon can use the hidden move Cut outside of battle. Now that you have 2 gym badges, all Pokemon you received in trades will obey you up to level 30. Also got something else. It's a gift from me. Obtain Team 86. What is this? Grass Knot? Yeah, okay. I've actually grown to like Grass Knot a little bit more than... I've never... Most of the grass TMs you get from gyms, like Bullet Seed and Grass Knot, I mean, usually I don't end up using those. But, yeah, there we go. Badge number 2 without a whole lot of trouble. You know, it's I would love to... You know, I feel like... There's some types that I feel like have more potential than they're given credit for in the games. Like, I don't know... Rock rarely, if ever, has had a good representation in a gym. Grass rarely. I mean, I feel like we should get a later game grass-type gym. Which I think in Pokemon X it was like badge number 5 or something. But, later games, so like, you could have a Torterra or something, and so you have like a little bit of a different type mix-up so that they can defend themselves a little bit better would be nice. Alrighty, let's switch Deku up front. I don't know if we've got much more battling going on this episode, but let's see, is this the underground guy? Underground man's going down for adventure. Alright, let's jump in here then and get our underground kit. Let's dig up some treasure. I'm from Urberg. I work at the mining museum there. I got advice from the underground man by digging up treasure. Before I get digging, let me share his advice with you. While you're digging, you may uncover dark rocks. They're very... Okay. Yeah. Oh, no. No. Sorry about that. Did not mean to get caught up in him. I am the first to have gone underground and dug some tunnels. You can call me the underground man. Everyone else does. I'll make a gift of this to you. You hold up your end of the deal and put it to good use. I didn't make a deal. You gave it to me without me saying anything. My gift to you, the Explorer Kit, will instantly take you underground. You will need to only use it. You will be down in the tunnels. The underground is a different world where you can do this, that, and the other thing too. Who else said my friend? I will teach you by assigning missions. First, go underground. Going underground is quite easy. Simply use your Explorer Kit. If you accomplish that, I'll give you your next test. Alright, so let us do this, because the underground is cool. We can get fossils and stuff down there, which would be awesome. Let's use our Explorer Kit. Let's probably go outside. Probably doesn't want us digging up the floor in his house. Alright, let's try this again. Use. Just relic me from launched. I wonder if I can actually do this in this ROM. I guess let's find out. Let's see if I don't turn off the power, turn off the game. This will be telling. Oh, it seems like we made it. Alright, and Rourke is down here. Hey, Tortimer, is this maybe your first time here? Welcome to Sinnoh's Underground. Huh? Where is this, did you ask? Doesn't radar make it obvious? This is a giant underground network of passages underneath Sinnoh. And wait, what am I doing in this expansive place? That's kind of hard to answer. I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want to down here. For instance, you can dig up treasure spheres and make a secret base. You can play with your friends down here too. You should talk to the underground man and turn a city. I have to get going now. See you around. Alright, so let's wander a bit. I'd like to find a wall that we can potentially dig into. They usually have like little sparkles or something, I think. Maybe I need to go back up. Maybe yeah, let's try that. Let's go back up. Maybe he's got to tell us all about it. So let's return to the surface. I think we're supposed to just go down and then come back up. So let's just try that. See if it won't allow us to dig in a second here. I see you've gone down to the underground tunnels. Well done. Take these as a reward. Obtain traps, bell traps, things like that. These are mostly things that you would use if playing with your friends. You like connected and they could come to your underground and you guys could mess each other up. How was it in underground tunnels? Big name to you, I would think. That's only because you're a novice spelunker. There are many hidden things down there that are not visible to the eye. For my next test, I want you to dig up some treasure or spheres for me. While underground, check the radar for yellow spots. Go to such a location and search for treasure using the touchscreen. Alright. Well, let's do that now, then. Explore kit. Use. Yes, files came from should game. Yes. Where's the file? Alright. Yes. Alrighty. Sure does take a long time for this. Usually saves on ROMs are like bling, because the computer is such a better processor than the DS. There we go. Alright, so... Okay, there's some yellow spots. Let's head this way. Although I doubt I can get there, can't I? Oh, no! Alright, so we've got to go up here. This street. Oh, wait, is there any way for me to get over there? No, there's not. There's one down this way though, so let's do that. Yeah, I was gonna say I remember them moving around a bit, so you gotta be quick and get to them. But we should be able to get to one here. Let's woo, moving too quick. Oh god, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this without a microphone. One second. Okay, well, it appears without the bubble or the microphone from the DS, you're, at least so far as I could tell with all my button mashing and clicking and dragging and everything else that I've tried, pretty much permanently stuck in those kinds of things. So, whoops. I guess we will, I'll probably stay out of the underground for now, we're only at like 16 some minutes here. Let us, I guess, we'll take care of the plot today too then, I guess? There's not a whole lot else to do, besides maybe catch a couple of Pokemon on other routes and things, so, and we got way too much time to just dilly-daddle, so let me, let's grab a Pokemon in here real quick. That can learn Cut, I guess probably Thorn or something, and we'll go take out Team Galactic. I don't imagine that'll take more than 15 minutes or so. Let's leave, I guess, Buddy. Since I don't want to make him an HM slave, we should at least put him away for a moment. He's been much more useful since I took a look at his stats and realized he's a pure physical attacker essentially. I don't know if he's going to be useful for very long, because he does not learn Aqua Tail. Water Gun is the only water attack that Bibarel learns, there isn't really like an Aqua Tail TM or anything that I could see, and I may be wrong in that, but it doesn't appear that until we get Waterfall, he can learn another water move. So we may need to keep our eye out for another water-type Pokemon, at least in the short term. And he'll do fine until we get to a point where it's like, oh man, we need a good water-type Pokemon. But it may be something worth watching out for. But let's head up in here. Tree looks like we cut down. Thorn used Cut. So there we go. Gonna head in here. And, whoops, we're in the middle of Team Galactic's hideout. Let's see if anybody wants to battle us. An instrument in the world, we gaze to the stars beyond. That's fantastic. Welcome to Team Galactic. Are you here to debate or... Alright. Okay, here's a battle. I was like, is everybody just gonna be hanging around like they didn't grow plants in front of their tree? Anybody supposed to be able to come in? What's happening? Alright, here we go. Double battle. Fun, fun, fun. Let's see, we've got Deku and Earhart. Perfect. I mean, not real perfect, but whatever. It works. Okay, so grass-type moves aren't going to work real well on anybody. I'll do the Wurmple, and I'll let Earhart kill the Zubat, because the Zubat's going to be more trouble than the Wurmple will be at this point. Deku use Tackle. Good enough. Didn't even get poisoned from it. Fantastic. Alright, Razor... Oh, I can Razor Leaf both of them. Perfect. And then, Glameow. There we go. Beautiful. Earhart's fantastic. I can't wait. I think I mentioned in another episode. Now, I usually stop using the Starly line before they actually become, like, before they get to the point of becoming Staraptors. I don't know that I've ever actually used a Staraptor. And everybody glows about them, and I'm really excited. After having had Amelia in the Little Lock, my Starly, and then Earhart has just been amazing. It's been fun, and so I'm really excited to get to use the fully evolved version. Objectives are incredible. I'll fight blind. Oh, good. Battles. Fantastic. Sends in 1.2. But yeah, it's exciting. I played through Pokemon Pearl really only a couple of times, and then because like HeartGold came out not long after that, and so I started playing that, and I only played through that one once or twice too, because then I transferred all my Pokemon over to my HeartGold thing from like my cartridges and from Diamond and Pearl, or from Diamond, or Pearl. Pearl's the one I had, that's why we're playing Pearl. So I transferred them over, and my HeartGold kind of became like my holding cartridge, where like I had all my Pokemon from all my games and things. So I only played through HeartGold once, and then I know I started another playthrough of Pearl when I was at one point doing a Nuzlocke comic, a fan comic on the Nuzlocke forums, and I was, or no, this was even before that. Oh, what? I don't even remember what. Oh, I was on Smogon. For a long time there, I had a big presence on the Smogon Smeargle Studio forums, which is like the fan art and comics and you know, all kinds of stuff. That's more for the artsy Pokemon fans on Smogon's forums. I don't even know if that forum exists anymore. But I used to be big there, and so I was started a comic through Pokemon Pearl on that. And it was like a create your own adventure comic. I would have like something at the end of each comic that people would get to decide on, and things like that. And people picked my starter, but like at that point I was doing like any Pokemon available up to Gen 4. Like it was, I think my starter was a Cubone or something, is what people had picked. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But comics, it was a pretty involved comic, and it didn't last more than a couple of episodes before I was like, oh my gosh, I got way too much to do. I was in college at the time, and I just didn't have the time for it. And then on the Nuzlocke forums, I did do a fan comic, where I started. It was the Hexath'locke at that point, because there was only 5 generations. But then they obviously we got another generation in when I was in the middle of that comic. And so I had to change it to the Hexath'locke because there was more than 5. Forget Pokemon or move? Yes. Give it a tackle for the moment. Absorb is still being useful at this point for healing back up if we need to in a pinch, until we get some other means of doing that, I guess. Alright, so let's quickly. Stealth-Rock is a TM. I'll have to check that. I'll have to check that for later generations, because I've been working on my Decimon Pixelmon team, and I've wanted to add Stealth-Rocks to somebody, but I didn't think it was a TM. I'll have to check that if it's still a TM in 5th gen, because I think that's what the TMs in that game are based off of. All right, let's switch Zuko up front. I think. Figure out what's going on here. Hey, did you want something? How silly of me to even ask. You want to free the Pokemon? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, so I had a comic where I was really into, you know, I'm not a great artist by any means, but it was something I was, you know, I've always kind of dabbled in. I liked to doodle as a kid and things like that, but I'm not, like, fantastic. So it was just something I was trying to do. I felt like it was something I could do, but it ended up being too much work. And same thing happened with my Nuzlocke forum comic. It was too much work, and so that's kind of why I decided to start doing the Hexath'locke and video forum, because like what I really wanted to do was play the games, but then I had to stop myself at a certain point. I think I had like almost beaten season. No, I had beaten season 1. So I'd beaten. I think I was doing Leaf Green for my comic, and ooh, okay. Zuko's gotta get out of here. So let's see. I think this will be good. And so, like, it got to the point where I was, like, so far ahead, like, in the game, I was so far ahead of the comic that it's, like, I really wanted to start playing the game, but I was, like, holding myself back to do the comic. The comic was taking forever. Like, I think I had, like, 12 or 15 updates before I even got out of Viridian City or something on the comic, because I was really trying to do this deep, involved plot and things like that. I think the thread is still out there on the Nuzlocke forums if you guys are interested in going to see it, I guess. Just look for Tortimer the Grey on that forums and it'll bring up the comic. But Sickle Fairy came to space, handed over. Their logic baffled me still. It's not like they're from space. But yeah, so I eventually was like, you know what? I would really like to just play the games, do this challenge, because it was a challenge I was really excited about. And I think we will use the antidote just for now. Alright, yeah, and that plot stuff was quick, so glad I didn't save that thinking it was going to be an episode or something. It looks like they fully abandoned this base. We can go back and get our bicycle now, probably, and it'll be great. But yeah, so that's really kind of what drew me to doing the Hexath'locke in video format, because like, I really just want to play it, and if I record it while I'm playing it, then the updates are coming out as quick as I'm playing them, or at least I'm doing the updates as quick as I'm playing them. Let's heal real quick. And so I didn't have to worry about, like, oh, well, I've beaten this game and I'm still, like, in Viridian City. And I wish that comic could have continued. That was a really fun run that I had done for that comic. I think it was Leaf Green, and I had some great Pokemon in there. I really developed the characters great, and the plot was going to be a lot of fun. To span all 5 generations at that point, it was going to just be 5. Because Gen 6 didn't exist. Where was the bicycle shop? It was perfectly evident last time I was... Okay, here it is. But yeah, that's a regret of mine. I wish that they hadn't been so much work. But it ended up just taking too long. Tortimer tamed the bicycle. It's the latest model, so I'll read the operating manual to you. Press the B button to shift up or down. In 3rd gear, you can go fast, but it's easier to control. 4th gear, it's harder to steer. Alright, well, beautiful. We've got our bike, and we are ready to continue on from this town, I guess. We've got the plot and everything. Let me pause real quick, and we'll see if we've caught something in Route 205 yet. And if we haven't, then we'll do that. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so 2 things. I did check back last episode, and I remember now, our encounter in Route 205 was a Weasel, and we don't have anything in the box because he used up the last of... We had like 2 Pokeballs on us, and we had him down in the red, and he was level 8 or something, and still refused to get caught, so that's disappointing. And 2, this guy, even if we wanted to go back to Route 205, is apparently not going to allow us to come back out to Route 205, which I don't really understand. We were already on this route. It's not like it's further down on the list, but okay. Well, great. So, yeah, I guess we can... I know Eterna City we can't get any Pokemon in. I know that's one of our forfeited routes. Let me see. Let's get this item real quick. I think we've still got Badoo with us. Yeah, we do. Alright. So we need to go back and get Buddy in a minute here, too. But, well, I'll probably do that off camera. It's not worth doing that. But let's grab this item real quick. And then we'll probably call it a day. I mean, we did some plot stuff. Got a gym badge. Thief. Alright. So we've accomplished enough for today, I think. And we're at about time. So some of my episodes tend to creep on time, so let's call it good here for today. I think we've accomplished enough to say good to that. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been Tortimer the Grey, and you guys have been great. Make sure to check out the Little Lock if you have not already. There's not as many episodes in that series, so you could catch up if you'd like to. I think it was a fun challenge. If you guys haven't given it a shot, go ahead and do so. It was another Nuzlocke variant of my design, much like the Hexath'locke, and it was a really cool game. Pokemon Omicron, if you guys haven't checked it out or watched videos on that, it's a fan-made game, which, well, it's a fan-made game, and it's not like a hack. of any other game or something, not like Snakewood or something where they just like tweaked things in a Pokemon Emerald game or whatever that one is, or some of these other ones you see. This is a totally new game, a great plot, very challenging. I really enjoyed the game, and the challenge was a lot of fun. So give it a look, and let me know what you think. But yeah. Anyway, as always, I've been Tortimer the Great. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for watching. Leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions, and I will see you guys next time back here on the Hexath'locke. Alright, guys. Have a good one.